In this tutorial, we will show how to simulate a bifacial system in PVsyst. We will explain mandatory conditions for using bifacial panels in a 3D scene. Until now, we have used only orientations, unlimited sheds, and unlimited trackers, but it is also possible to use the bifacial model along with the shading scene. To use the 2D bifacial model jointly with the 3D scene, some conditions must be met. The conditions for the fixed tilted plane orientation with the shading scenes are: the horizontal pitch between the tables has to be regular enough. The table width must be homogeneous across the whole scene. PVsyst will require tables to have a difference in width of most 1 cm or 1%. There must be only one single orientation. In some cases, it is therefore recommended to group orientations by increasing the tolerance in the orientation management tool. This limitation is only for PVsyst version 7. The conditions for tracking horizontal axis north-south or the tracking tilted axis orientation with the shading scenes are: the horizontal east-west pitch between the trackers has to be regular enough. The average axis tilt must lie below the threshold given by default by 2 degrees. Despite these restrictive conditions, it is possible to adjust the parameters to allow for a more flexible simulation for your 3D scene, even if the initially does not meet the previous defined conditions. Click on Settings and click on Edit Advanced Parameters. In the box search, enter Bifacial to show the 2 parameters you can change. Pitch RMS limit for bifacial 2D models sets the tolerance for irregular spacing between rows. The max tilt axis for the bifacial 2D model parameter defines a maximum allowed tilt for the tracker axis, with a default threshold of 2 degrees, which you can increase to suit your specific configuration. Click on the value 2 degrees for modifying it to a higher value. When increasing the value, you may apply a bifacial model to axis tilt greater than 2%. However, since the model is based on a situation with horizontal axis, the uncertainty of the backside irradiance calculation may be increased. And also, you can click on the value of 0.10 meter and change by a higher value. Put, for example, 2 meters. By increasing this value, you may apply a bifacial model to a system with irregular pitch. However, remember that the backside irradiance modeling is based on situation with perfectly regular rows of trackers or tables. Therefore, the uncertainty on the backside calculation may be increased in irregular pitch situations. By clicking in the box Default of the variables you have changed, PVsyst returns to the default value.